Okay, hello everybody and welcome to Kyoto town here in Kyoto Prefecture, and today we are at the Michino Eki, which is kind of like a rest area here on the Kyoto Junkan Expressway. So we're going to take a look around and so let's get started. And as you can see here, we are in the middle of the mountains, completely surrounded by really beautiful nature. And yeah, this place is kind of agricultural, and there's a lot of things to see and do here. And here's kind of a map of the tourist sites here in the area. And yeah, you can see even a waterfall up on the top left. And then over here, here in Kyoto town is the Michino Eki, the rest areas. There are actually 4 here in Kyoto town. So you can check out the map here and see the location. Of course, we are right here. If you keep going up, you go up to Amano Hashidate, which is one of the top 3 scenic spots of Japan. Maizuru is really famous for having ferries. You can connect to other parts of Japan with ferries. And then Ine is right up there. It's really famous for the houseboats, or the boathouses, sorry, the boathouses. And then somewhere up there is Kinosaki. I don't see it, but Kinosaki is a very famous hot spring resort. Not a resort, but hot spring town. And then of course down here is Kyoto City, down here. So anyway, let's go in and check out this Michino Eki. As you can see, they've got a lot of options here for food. You can sit outside. And here's the sign. So Michino Eki is right here on the right, so kind of like a rest area. And then over here it's called Ajimu no Sato, Kyoto. And then down here they've got a cafeteria and a restaurant. So anyway, that right there is kind of like the symbol of this place. So let's go inside and see what they have. So this is the kind of market and souvenir shop. So almost everything here is locally made. You can see this is for Amano Hashidate. Yeah, so this Kyoto is famous for the black beans. So here it is. They have a lot of desserts and snacks here. And then the chestnuts here are also really famous. What is it? Red bean?
Yeah,
Red beans, yes. So black beans there. So lots of local beer, locally made. Okay, and so this is this area is also famous for kind of a game, I guess you could call it, like deer meat and other types of meat that are not typical. Yeah, this is chicken. Okay, and then this is wine, which you may not think of Japan as famous for wine, but actually near Mount Fuji in Yamanashi Prefecture, they have really famous wine that has won a lot of awards. And this area here in Kyoto is also famous for wine. So you can see they have a very large selection. And then of course the local Japanese sake called Choro. So bread. Then lots of vegetables here. So this is edamame, which is famous in this area. So yeah, I think that kind of gives you an idea of what the market looks like. Again, almost everything here is locally made. So it's a good way to support the local community, local farmers. And then over here in this building is the food court. Of course, they have a lot of tourist information, a lot of pamphlets, maps. And this is the Kyoto Information Center. They'd be very happy to point you in the right direction, tell you where to go and what to see. And over here, they're not doing it anymore, but they make the noodles by hand. So they were in here earlier making the noodles. And here's some information. And then they have a restaurant over here called Bonchi. Bonchi. And yeah, they have a lot of set lunch here. And of course everything is the local specialties. And the desserts here with the black beans. Handmade. And then for lunch, you can see they have kind of typical Japanese cafeteria food. Pasta and curry, noodles. Then here you can actually see they have the black bean curry pasta, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, lots to choose from. The last order is at 9:30, at 7:30. They close at 8 o'clock. So let's go to the back. And again, we're surrounded on all sides by really beautiful nature. They're playing very high-class music here. One of the things that's interesting is over here to the right. There's a hotel. And you can see there on the upper left-hand side, it's Fairfield Inn by Marriott. They actually have a hotel here out in the middle of nowhere. No offense to anybody living here in Kyoto, but this is a really nice area. And I highly recommend coming here. And so here it's kind of a plaza. You can see they have different events here. And again, more places to eat outside. Really low ceilings here, I don't know why. And just this view is super, super nice. Just the sound of cicadas. So of course there you can see just right across the highway from the Michi no Eki is the really high mountain, and then just going all the way across. It's kind of a cloudy day, but looking all the way into the distance there, just some rice fields and farming, mountains and forests. So that's kind of the view here, and I guess this would be the last thing to point out, but it's the Shiotani Kohun Koen, and the Shiotani Ancient Burial Tomb Park, which actually this right in front of us, they look like hills, but actually they are burial tombs, and I think there are about 12 all around. You can see these circles. These are smaller burial tombs inside a bigger burial tomb. So you can actually go down and walk around. It looks like they have some nice flowers down there. So yeah, there's kind of some historic things to see here just next to the rest areas. So there you go. That's a really nice view of the countryside here in Kyoto Prefecture. So we are about an hour north of Kyoto City by car on the Jukan Expressway, and we're probably right in the middle of Honshu Island, really in the middle of Japan, pretty much. So anyway, yeah. All right, well, I think that's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is again the Ajimu no Sato Michi no Eki, which is kind of like a rest area. And yeah, it's probably about halfway between Kyoto and going all the way up to the Sea of Japan side, going up to Ame no Hashidate. So good place to stop, get some food, do some shopping, buy some local products, and kind of take in the beautiful nature here, as well as these burial tombs. So anyway, do you have any message in Japanese for everybody?
味夢の里に来ました。高速道路からも来れるし、普通の道路からも来れる便利なところだと思います。で、自然がいっぱいで、天気がいい日はすごい気持ちいいと思います。よかったら来てください。
Alright, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, definitely click like down below. If you have any other recommendations of good Michi no Eki or rest areas or service areas, please leave it down below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're making a lot of videos driving to different stations and making driving videos along the highway. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.